Right, today is oil change. As you can see, I have a bucket here. I'm going to jack the car so that I can remove the covers underneath and change the oil filter as well. Okay, so first thing first, jack the car, remove them under covers for the underneath the car. Right, we've jacked up the car. I did it just on one side because I think there will be enough room to get underneath. There we go. To remove the cover, there's some bolts. There's a bolt here and another one's here. 1, 2, 3, and then at the back there. Then this cover will come out. Some cars, they have a little opening where the plug is, so you just open that and then take out oil. With Citroen, they thought that that will be too easy, so they have to cover the whole thing, and you have to remove the whole thing just to get to that plug. Very clever thinking, isn't it? Right, I removed that cover there. It has 11 bolts, okay, 11 bolts just for that cover. All right, so there is the oil sump, so we have to remove this bolt here, this plug, and then the oil will start coming out. So I'm just going to get the tool. I'll write in the description the size of the tools as usual. Well, folks, the oil is still coming out, but it has started raining. Look, British weather. Well, while the oil is coming out, we are taking off the filter here. As you can see, I've put a socket. This is socket number, let's see, that's 27. The cover for the filter is plastic, so you have to get the right socket or else you damage the corners. It's not going to come out. Right, the filter is out. This is the new one here. Identical, that's good. There is a rubber seal here that has to be removed. Hold this for me, my helper. So just get a screwdriver to remove it. This here. Like so. This is exactly the same as in the other Citroen. So there we go. So the best thing to do here is you take the old one, you pop it in there. You pop the old one there, and then you put the new one in here straight away, like so. Okay, and this elastic. Right, the oil filter is now in. Now again, these are plastic, so you have to tie them first with the hand. Don't use the tool first, because if it's not aligned straight, it's going to damage the plastic, and then you will have to buy a new one. All right, so another thing that I wanted to talk about is this. I've been changing oils on cars for years. Now, we get told that you have to change this little washer here, but I never do that, and I never have any issues. So what I will do is just do what I normally do. I'm going to put it back just this way. It came out this way, I'm putting it back this way. I thought if you don't change this, it's going to unbolt itself and fall off. The taxi has done over 200,000 miles, and I've been the same washer, the same plug, no issues. I think it's just a manufacturer scare or something. Okay, so I'm going underneath to put this back on. All right, so the plug is in. This is the oil here, so the oil goes to the recycling center, because we're not allowed to use it to heat our homes. If we could, I will keep it. So Again, I didn't change that washer, because I always do that. So I hope everything is okay. Now I'm gonna take off this and put that cover and these bolts. Now these bolts, the best advice is put grease on them so that they don't seize. Once they seize, you try to remove them, they will be spinning with the lock that is on the other side, because they will seize together. So you put grease. If you have copper grease, is the best, but just at least any other grease will, I think, will do. So I'm gonna do that. Right, as you can see, if this thing focus, you can see they're starting to rust, and it's a prescription for when you're trying to remove them. Then they are fully attached to the nuts on the other side, and they will spin together. It's a nightmare to remove them when they have seized. So you just dunk them like this in grease, and then put them in there like this to avoid them rusting. So next time you remove them, it's much easier. Okay. All right, I've put everything, the cover underneath. It's back on, as you can see there. Those 11 bolts, I've put them in, and I've put grease on them. Now we're gonna put oil, but I don't have a funnel, just a DIY, as you know. So to avoid making a mess, you just put a cloth like this and pour oil. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be doing. This is the best oil for Citroen C4 1.6 HDI. That's why don't put any other oil in this engine unless you want it to start leaking all over the place. I used to use this, and then I decided, oh, let me put Castrol or Mobile One, good quality oils. That's when I started to see the other Citroen leaking oils on the sides. So if you want to save your engine and you don't want hassle, just this one. It's called Quaz, INEOECS 5W30. Don't use any other, just this one. All right. Okay. You film this so that it's a very awkward way of. This engine takes roughly about just under 4 liters, I think, because I'm always left with little bits of oil. You see what I meant? This is why I put the cloth around so that it doesn't mess up everything. So there we go. It's amazing, the oil comes from this engine is very dark. I'll just go show you how dark it is. Little diesel engines. I think it's every 10,000 miles you have to change, but I would say do 5,000 miles. Every 5,000 miles change oil, and then the next 5,000 miles change oil and filter. So you change the filter 10,000 miles, change the oil 5,000 miles. I think that's good. So let's just keep going. There's still a lot in this 5-liter container. All right. Now the engine is warm. Every time I change oil only when the engine is warm, so that oil is a little bit light to just pour out when I remove it. And when you put it in, when I put it in while the engine is still warm, it rushes down to the bottom as quick. So we're checking. There we go. Supposed to be right here. There's a little arrow here. Okay, so up to here. This will be too high, so it's just around here to be okay. So let's go in. So it's right here, but remember it's still going down as well. So I think I'll just leave it here. I'll check it after a week after the car has been driven. Just one more time, just to satisfy myself. And there we go. Let's see. Yeah, somewhere here. I'll put just a little bit again in. Just a little bit. That's it. That's enough. Okay. Check it again. Check it again. I think it will be all right now. All right. Yeah, I think it's right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's good.
Yeah. So now this cloth, taking it out like so, and cover. Okay, okay. There we go. Just clean everything. Clean everything. This is your car. You have to clean. Yeah.
Nice and squeaky.
The mechanics wouldn't do this. They just put quickly cover and job done. After changing the gear, the clutch and the timing belt, when everything is done here, I'm gonna wash everything here so that it's very, very clean. Okay. There we go. Now we're going to reset it back to 0. Okay, so we're done here. All right, as you can see, there's that little spanner there. It's because the car is close to servicing. So what we do is you press that and turn on the car, but you don't start the engine. Okay, so my helper is gonna show that. You press this little button with the spanner, and then you press start. You should start. Oh, there's no key.
The key's in my pocket. Wait. There you go.
Okay, so once again you press that and hold, and then you switch on here. You start counting. As you can see, there is counting. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 is done. So the spanner has disappeared. Now you can start it. There we go. So the spanner is gone now. So every 10,000 miles it will want to be serviced, because that spanner will come in again. If you don't service it while the spanner is there, that little spanner I was just showing you, the service light will come in. I think it's after like 1,000 miles, the service light will come on there to say you really need to service the car. So right now everything is cool. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Soon we'll be changing timing belt, water pump, coolant. Okay, thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye. If you see an error, comment below. Tell us so that we don't repeat the same problem. Okay, and it help others as well.